The rattly breath at the end isn't suffering. It's just what unconsciousness sounds like. With the End in Mind by Kathryn Mannix. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. Dying is not the chaos we imagine. It follows a pattern as recognizable as labor and birth, and most of us have simply never been shown it. That is the radical claim behind With the End in Mind, How to Live and Die Well by Kathryn Mannix, a palliative care physician who spent 30 years at the bedsides of the dying. The death rate is still 100%. Modern medicine treats death as a failure to prevent rather than an event to prepare for, so we hide it. A century ago, nearly every adult had watched a parent or friend die at home. Now, most people die in ambulances and intensive care units, surrounded by machines instead of the people who love them. That shift did not change how dying actually works. It only stripped away the calm that used to come with familiarity. We stopped watching death, so we started fearing it. Think about the last serious diagnosis in your own family. Did anyone say the word dying out loud, or did everyone quietly talk around it? That silence is exactly the gap this book exists to close. Every dying body follows the same script. Fatigue arrives first, months before the end. Sleep expands, appetite fades, and conversations shrink to fewer words spoken more slowly. Eventually, breathing changes, and families who do not expect this often panic and call for emergency help at the exact moment their loved one needed nothing but presence. This sequence repeats with remarkable consistency, whether the person is 19 or 90. But recognizing the pattern is only half the job. Knowing the map is not the same as knowing how to walk the path when the breathing shifts and everyone is staring at each other, waiting for someone to act. That gap between knowledge and action is where the real transformation in this book happens. The kindest thing you can say is the plainest. Here is the piece that resolves the panic. The rattly, irregular breathing near the very end is simply what unconsciousness looks like as the body's automatic systems wind down. And once families understand this, they stop reaching for the phone and start reaching for a hand instead. Vague, euphemism-laden talk fills hospital corridors instead of the word dying, and it leaves everyone more frightened than plain language ever would. This gets named second-hand news syndrome, half-truths that mutate into misunderstanding as they pass between family members. The plainest sentence in the room is usually the kindest one. Silence in a hospital corridor does real damage. It does the same damage at kitchen tables, in conversations we are avoiding right now with people we are not ready to lose. If this changed how you think about talking to someone you love about dying, pass this summary along to them. Final summary. This summary of With the End in Mind threads together our lost familiarity with death, the physical pattern dying actually follows, and the plain language that turns fear into presence, into one argument. Understanding how people die is what lets us live around them with less terror and more honesty. What we have not covered yet is the chapter on legacy, including the teenager sewing a cushion for her mother to hug after she is gone, and the 4 questions Kathryn Mannix found preoccupy almost every dying person. This book belongs on the shelf of anyone who has ever dodged the word dying in a hospital hallway. We're putting together the full summary of With the End in Mind right now, with an infographic and animated video. Follow the book in the StoryShots app to get it the moment it's ready.